This episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now.
It's your boy JS Wanna Supply. I am in the building. Black Nerd Podcast once again, 6 p.m. on Sunday evening. If you did not know, now you know. Make sure you tune in each and every Sunday from 6 p.m. to whenever we stop doing it for the Black Nerd Podcast. Now, I'm supposed to be joined by a team of individuals. It seems like all those individuals are doing different things, they're in different places, but I will not be deterred. I got to get this nerdness out. We got to get this to the people, man. We got to get y'all up to speed on what's going on out here in the nerd sphere, in the nerd space, so y'all can be fully informed and ready to rock out. So there's a ton of stuff that we got to get into. So let's get down straight to the business. Let's get to showing some honor and some respect to the OGs.
A nerd in history.
Okay. Let's do some history. Let's go.
The doorknob was invented by a 17-year-old black boy named Osborne Dorsey in 1878 in Washington, D.C. Dorsey was likely born in September of 1861, according to emancipation records, and was freed at 8 months old with his mom and 2 siblings during the Civil War. Little else is known about Dorsey's life prior to this groundbreaking invention. However, it should be noted that in the 1880 census, when Dorsey was 18 or 19 years old, he worked as a butcher and resided with his family. In other words, Dorsey didn't make a fortune from his invention. In fact, it took years for people to embrace the doorknob. But after they realized that it was safer than opening doors with latches and leather straps, like what was usually done, the broader society got on board. So the next time you twist that doorknob and walk through a door, you could thank a black man.
That's deep. That's deep. I didn't even know that, man. The doors that are literally on front of your house, the knob, that the lock and the knob is invented by a black man. That blew me away. The whole world around us, man. You know what I'm saying? Cultivated by people of color. All right, let's move on to the next bit. All right, all of y'all that know that watch and are tuned in on a regular basis, this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that nerd bag, all of the cool little stuff that we want to own and buy for ourselves. And you are so very right. If you must be tripping if you don't think I'm not a huge Ghostbuster fan. New Ghostbuster movie coming out. And guess who I'm about to go and dress up like? A Ghostbuster, okay? Spirit of Halloween Ghostbusters life-size replica proton pack. Let's go. It ain't about just wearing a little outfit. No, it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, putting some slime on you. No, this is called full immersion. You know what I mean? Proton. You know what I mean? We hunting down these ghosts for real, and that is definitely going to be in my nerd bag for this year. I got it straight off of Amazon. If you want something like that yourself, all you got to do is do a little search. Actually, I didn't even search for this. It just came up on my timeline because, you know, I'm always looking for nerdy stuff. But anyway, not trying to waste too much time. You know, it's time to get to the business. We got a lot of news to catch up on, so let's rock out.
Listen up, boys. The fix is in.
Don't. Oh, before we go any further, let me make sure to tell you guys, please sign up on, follow us on Instagram at Black Nerd Podcast. Follow us on Facebook. We've got 30,000 followers on Facebook. at Black Nerd Podcast. If you want to get more information about the show and all of the hosts and our social media and stuff, you can just go to blacknerdpodcast.com. And also subscribe to our audio. That means you can get this great audio. If you're watching it on YouTube, we have audio on podcast form. So you just go to whatever podcast platform you use and go to Black Nerd Podcast. Boom, it should come up. You know what I'm saying? We are on Spotify. We are on I'm definitely on Apple. And well, they're supposed to be doing, well, not supposed to be. So Google has Google Podcasts, but it is moved over to Google. I mean, it's YouTube Music. The YouTube Music, I have both the audio and the video connected. It's a little confusing, but if you search Black Nerd Podcast, it'll come up. It's right there. And then, of course, we're in a bunch of other places. So, you know, just support. Don't forget the merch. You know what I mean? Go to vvcmerch.com, grab you a hoodie, grab you some t-shirts, a cup, whatever. Anything you can, help support what we do. Also, last but not least, sign up on that Patreon. You know what I'm saying? It's just as low as $5 a month. You can help keep this show popping. We've got 15 Patreon members right now. We got 18 members in the joint total. So like, man, all it takes a couple dollars a month, man, helps keep what we have afloat and moving. Anything that you can do to support, we really super appreciate, and we're going to keep it popping. Shout out to all our Patreon members that are there and are still paying and showing us love and support. It means everything to us. So let's move on. So we are in the fix. Y'all know everything we do here is talking about the news and what's going on in the game. So why not get it started?
This is the coolest character in all of comics, Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones is a former supervillain who reformed and later became a government agent working for the Department of Superhero Affairs. Despite his appearance, he's not actually a walking skeleton. Instead, he has translucent skin and flesh, giving him the appearance of a skeleton. He got superpowers as a result of his mother's exposure to mutagenic drugs during her pregnancy. He also constantly exudes an acidic compound from his body, which is why he's always required to wear gloves.
That's crazy. Yo, I love whoever invented this kind of like style of, all right, let's go take some comic book characters and do shorts about them. I think that is such an ingenious thing. I literally watch those video clips all day, and I will keep bringing them to the show, and I will keep throwing them on the screen because I just think I think it's a really cool way to help somebody get more understanding about comic books, number one, and how comic book characters work and how they're different from what we see on television. And I think it's a good gateway, man. You might start picking up comic books and start reading about some of these characters. But let's move on. We got to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the goodness. Samsung has got some new tech. I hope y'all ready.
Jeremy, and today I am unveiling.
Oops, my bad. That's the wrong thing. Let me see. Oh, here it is.
Providing real-time voice translations while you're on a call. When you make or receive a call in a language you don't speak, the Galaxy S24 series can provide live translations of your call, both verbally and on screen, right away.
Por supuesto. ¿Para cuántas personas?
Of course. For how many people?
Table for two, please.
Mesa para dos, por favor.
¿A nombre de quién?
Under whose name?
Harrison.
Harrison.
Gracias. Nos vemos mañana a las 7 de la tarde.
Thank you. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m.
You know, that's ill right there. Yo, it's getting so close to the point where you won't, this is sad, it's like where we won't need to learn other languages because they'll just have a little earbud in there and you'll be able to, look, it'll pick up the person's words and then translate it in their voice to you. It's steps and steps and steps closer. I definitely feel like that's going to be something dope that we need for the future. Super excited about that. All right. So let's move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? It's getting lit. We turn it up a little bit.
From days of long ago, from uncharted regions of the universe, comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe. A mighty robot, loved by good, feared by evil. As Voltron's legend grew, peace settled across.
All right, this is where I really wanted to go.
From Uncharted.
Hold on. This is my thing. Look, I love Voltron. The reason why I'm playing this, I wanted to get in my monologue mode. I haven't been able to get my urban translation going. But this show right here, this is before them Power Rangers. This is before all them other joints where 4 or 5 people that's become a team and they all got different colors and then they form together. Voltron is the original. Voltron is the first. There's nothing touching Voltron. 1984 to 1985, and that was only 1 year. Let me tell you how impactful this show is. I loved this show so much as a kid. I wanted the toys, couldn't afford it, but this was such a dope idea, such an original idea. People argue with me about, well, Power Rangers existed before Voltron or something like that. I don't know what was going on in China or Asia or whatever was going on over there. I'm talking about here in America, East Coast, Baltimore. Voltron was it when I was a kid. And 84, I couldn't have been no more than 5 years old. I loved every minute of this. And this was such an iconic. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. See, I'll be talking all this trash, but that's it, baby. That's the game. You know what I'm saying? This is what they look like. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all be, look at that.
Threatened the galaxy. Voltron was needed.
What are we doing here? Voltron is it looks better than that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers thing. Whatever that was, that's trash compared to Voltron.
This is the story of the super force of space explorers.
Look at that. Look at that. Looks really familiar, doesn't it? A bunch of space cops with guns. And look, not surprisingly, any of them are black, but they got a little midget, they got a fat dude. They have body diversity on here. I think there might have been a chick, may not have been a chick. Who cares? But yeah, Transformers. Shout out to the homies that made Transformers. I just wanted to have a little throwback moment. You know what I mean? All right, let's move on. Apparently, this young lady is the lawyer for Dracula, and she wants to state her case about how we're wrong about how we feel about Dracula. So take it away.
Let's run it back. My client, Vlad Tepes, commonly known as Dracula, is only guilty of being a passionate, devoted husband. He wanted absolutely no smoke, but merely to live in peace and travel the world. Y'all killed his wife. Them church folks saw the word penicillin in a science book, struggled to pronounce it, called that woman a witch, and burned her at the stake. Do you see how the entire community suffers when we let the dumb people get too loud? My client gave the villagers a year to get their things together and leave before enacting his revenge. Unleashing the most monstrous demons from the deepest, mustiest parts of hell might seem like an overreaction. I, however, think that my client was being incredibly generous given the circumstances. More importantly, why would you call that man's bluff? He FaceTimed y'all through fire. Shaka Khan herself would have been shook. Did you not see the strength of his silk press? What made you think that man was playing? Dracula loved his wife so much that he was willing to end life on Earth. You call him a monster. I call him a good husband. If he wanted to, he would. Perhaps if the villagers had prayed harder, fasted more. For those thinking my client should have forgiven the humans for they know not what they do, need I remind you that forgiveness is between those villagers and God. Dracula was just setting up the meeting. Thank you. We will be taking no further questions.
She gangster for that. She gangster for that. Yo, big shout out to her. I follow her on social media. I always get a kick out of her videos. It's super funny. She's a dope person. Yo, you should definitely follow her. So, something to make you upset. Some way to piss me off. I just did a whole diatribe about John David Washington on our Patreon, on our Backlot episode that's up now. We're talking about action heroes. Yo, you should definitely watch it. It's super funny. John David Washington is reportedly being considered for the role of Kang in the MCU. And that thing should be like, no, I don't want John David Washington nowhere near this. No. Stop what you're doing, because you're about to ruin the image and the style that I'm used to. What are you doing, bruh? John David, you're not ready for the big. I feel it. This is my opinion. He ain't ready for the big time, people. He not ready for the big time. You know what I'm saying? Let him continue to do like another 5 or 10 years of some smaller roles. But y'all been fast tracking this fool way too fast, and I don't think he's ready for it, especially after the phenomenal job we've seen with Jonathan Majors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunate what happened to him and his situation. You know what I mean? I really wish they would have stood by him, because nobody would have really cared. They made this whole little situation way more than what it really supposed to be. So anyway, The Rock now owns the Rock trademark. All right, big dog. Wait a minute, I'll give you a yeah, play him. Is it just me, or The Rock is getting older? Look at this. Woo, Lord, man, the wrinkles, they starting to add up, ain't they? Shout out to you, man. So not only did he get his trademark back as a part of a deal of him getting a seat on the board of the parent company of WWE and UFC. So now he's on the board of directors of this company. He owns the trademark to The Rock. And you know, his journey to continue to become one of the most powerful people on the planet continues. And if you really watch Ballers, this is something that he kind of accomplished in Ballers. Like he wanted to be an NFL team owner. I think he might still be even trying to do that, but him having a seat on the board of that big company like that, nice big move, man. Shout out to Dwayne The Rock Johnson, man. You keep it going, player. Keep it going. All right, what's next? I've got some pictures that I found online. I was like, man, they were saying, all right, what if Star Wars was done in anime? And I was like, wow, what would this look like? Yo, that is fire. Shout out to the person that created this. Yo, this is crazy. Star Wars in anime form. I really love that, man. That is so slick. Man, that's so slick. Yeah, man. You get it in. You know what I'm saying? We rock it out. We make it happen. That looks good. That looks good. I don't know what you want me to do. All right. Let's move on. Let's see, what else do we have on the docket before we get into hot cars? Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's go with this.
Michael Jackson played a big part in Sony buying the Spider-Man rights because he wanted to play Uncle Ben.
Really? He wanted to be Spider-Man, to buy the rights to Spider-Man.
He also wanted to play Jar Jar Binks. And Jar Jar didn't happen, and so he latched on to Spider-Man, and he had some kind of thing in his contract where Sony had to put him in one movie, so that's how he ended up in Men in Black 3. That Michael Jackson was almost Tobey Maguire's Uncle Ben.
Really?
Yeah. Peter, something's changing inside of you when you look at...
All right, buddy. I will not allow any Michael Jackson disrespect happen on this podcast or any podcast that I run. But I love that little piece of information that we find out. And I think I've reported on this before, but it was funny how he was able to pull the video clips from the different platforms together. So I'm just going to delete you off my whole thing so nobody will ever hear your name or see your face ever again. So let's move on. Now, I started this clip earlier. This is a clip of a gentleman that has invented a way to scratch, to simulate DJ scratching with a cassette tape.
Jeremy, and today I am unveiling the 5th prototype of my tape scratching invention. To debut my new model, I'll be performing my version of DJ Jazzy Jeff's version of Run DMC's version of Peter Piper.
What the hell did I just watch? Oh my God. I need that link. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's on a whole nother level. Salute to you, my guy. This thing he's got like 2 handheld sensors. He's got a foot pad that he's using his foot. So I think the foot pedal controls the direction of the tape. And then you got like a little touchpad with yo, shout out to him, man. That's fire. All right. That's a nerd flex. Just in case y'all might have been wondering what y'all tuned into the episode, like, what is a nerd flex? That's a nerd flex. Shoot, that's crazy. All right. I'm gonna pull up one more, and then I know y'all was like, why you ain't prepared? Well, that's because I was enjoying what I was watching. All right, let's do this.
Target acquired.
Yeah. I love those too. Shout out to that creator. And you know what? My stupid tail, I'm so caught up in watching the videos, I forget that I should prepare something to come up after that. But, whatever. Yo, I got one emotional story I want to run by. I was trying to give the homie some time to get on. I guess I guess I'm going to have to do this whole show by myself. Whatever. But let's watch this.
Edward is blind. Both eyes were removed when he was 3, leaving him with no vision at all. So how on earth does Ben do this? And this? And even this? Ben lost his eyes to cancer, but unbelievably, he's taught himself to see. With sound, he makes a sharp click which bounces back off nearby objects. Amazingly, Ben's ears pick up the echoes and he can precisely locate where things are. Ben is the only person in the world who sees using nothing but echolocation.
That's crazy.
Well, I've been able to tell where walls are and where things on the ground are. If I click down, then I can hear them easier. But if I'm walking, I'm just clicking over it, it's not going to get it. And I can tell where desks are in the classroom and stuff like that.
Yo, this is a superpower from a comic book, bruh. This is Daredevil. What are we talking about here? We have a real life Daredevil guy. He just needs to be put into training and then getting some odd weaponry and bulletproof uniform. Like, what is going on here? This is crazy.
The towels for drying because I don't have all my kitchen towels in here. All right, Mom, I'm going to go get it.
Ben's echolocation is so good that at home his mum, Aquanetta, Uncle Kerry, and brother Isaiah make no allowances for his blindness at all.
Know that there's nothing impossible for him, and it's not.
That's a black parent, and that's why I love black parents. All right, it's time to move on. You know what I'm saying? Wow, I'll be done this show in 35 minutes, maybe less. Didn't know. All right.
Hot cars. Hot cars, hot cars, hot cars. It's that cosplay, baby. Hot cars. Hot cars, hot cars, hot cars. It's that cosplay, baby. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see what we got today. All right, that's the character. And that's the cosplayer. Dang. Yo, she really committed to this. Hold up, let me see. Yo, shout out to her, man. That's crazy. Not only the commitment to the outfit and putting the outfit together, but the makeup, man. All that makeup all over her face and all of her hands. Yo, this is a phenomenal costume. I hope she wears that to the I hope she comes to BlurCon. I would love to see her in an outfit in BlurCon. You know what? Something I'm gonna have to take hits for. I was at BlurCon and I was so excited to be around so many, black people that were like having fun just in an innocent, non-crazy way, and seeing people dressed up like in the stuff. I wanted to get up and ask to take pictures and do stuff like that, but I just didn't because I was being a pussy. And a part of it is like me not knowing, and I was like pretty much there by myself almost the whole time. I mean, shout out to Alex. He was there with me too, but he was moving around. And there was a couple times I was like, y'all really want to take a picture with this person? And I just didn't. I was a pussy. But you know what? When I go next year, I'm turning up, yo. I'm going to get, one of my goals is anybody I like their costume, I'm getting a picture. Yo, bro, let me get a picture with you, my nigga. And I'm going to post it all on my damn Facebook page because that shit is important. So anyway, Air Force or Fire Force. Shout out to them for that. Okay. All right. Look at the beautiful black couple. All right. Okay, brother man. Looks like you stay in the gym 24/7. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yo, shorty look fire too. Nice, beautiful couple. Let me give you some hand claps. Yeah. Oh, it's Fire Force. Okay. Shout out to you, Mastermind. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in. Yep, it's definitely they look great in that. Let's see. That's some nice man. I'm with you on that. That is some fire cosplay that going on there. All right, let's see. What else do I have? I think I have a video of some hot cars, but you know what? Don't worry about it. It's time to go to the next thing. All right, so I've got some perfect stuff for us. It's been kind of hard trying to get new trailers that'll fit for this show that doesn't step on the toes of my other show, which is The Real Reviews. But I'm so happy I finally found some stuff that I know I will love, and I think you guys will love it too. It'll fit the theme of Black Nerd Podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Rue, what's up?
Wait a minute. 3 girls, 1 wife. Something is missing.
This guy.
Oh, there's my boys. I know you love your dada. Go on, say it. Dada. Dada.
Yes, of course he loves you. He just doesn't show it on his face or with his body language. Right, Brew Jr., come on.
Brew, I need a word with you. Your family's lives are at stake.
What?
Maxime Lemau has escaped from prison.
I'm coming for my revenge, Brew.
We have to get to the safe house.
While we watching, I want y'all to put in the chat, like, are y'all fans of? I'm a huge fan of the Despicable Me franchise. I love the fact that the bad guy turns good. I love the little. I was about to call them gremlins. They're not gremlins, but like, yo, let me know in the chat if y'all really like this, and if this is something that you might want to check out come summertime. And I'm a grown adult, so like, I'll be having to wait till this stuff comes on stream so I can watch it, because I'm not about to go and pay money to go in the theater to watch this. It's not happening.
I love this place! Oh, no. Look up.
The most important part of a heist is being aware of potential dangers. I trained myself! No! What?
Intruders!
I'm gonna help y'all out. This trailer gives way too much stuff away, and I am just, I was like, man, y'all are almost giving away the whole daggone movie. But yo, it's if y'all want to watch the rest of the trailer, definitely go. Definitely it's on YouTube. Obviously, everything I watch is, everything I show is off of YouTube. And I'm definitely going to watch it when it comes out. Mastermind himself said he's like, I watched Minions recently and enjoyed it. Okay, shout out to you, my guy. Now, did you watch it with your daughter or did you watch it by yourself? Two important little distinctions that we're going to get into that. But while he's figuring out what it is, we're going to jump into The Bad Batch, the final season. Why are they ending the show? This is a dope show. Let's go.
Hold on. We've got troopers up top. We're running out of road.
Not exactly a stealth exit, boys.
Let's move.
I thought that the end of the war would mean an end to losing more of our brothers. But I was wrong. We can't just walk away. Not with the Empire imprisoning the kid. Secure her in a cell. Omega's been waiting for us a long time. Our mission is not over yet.
There is nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire. Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal, you will have it.
They are coming. For all of you.
Give us a real challenge. Everyone, down!
We're not big on following orders.
I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting.
All right. They've taken a nice little time off. Hey, let me tell y'all like this. Y'all know I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And one of the things I was saying is that they were really dropping too much stuff all at the same time. And I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it. I watched everything, whether it was Obi-Wan or this or that. And I'm definitely excited for some of the new live action stuff they got coming up. But I needed a time to start missing it. And I love the fact that we've had a nice 6 months, or maybe I can't even tell you when the last time we had like a full series. So I'm excited to see what they come out with this. I've liked the first 2 seasons. I think they're dope. And I'm definitely looking forward to this as being a good finale. Now, the only thing is wondering whether or not this connects with the main storyline and where it falls. So I had to go look that up. Mastermind said, I'm definitely a fan of the DM series. He said, I watched it by myself. Shoot, salute to you, my guy. I'm wondering what everybody's most anticipated film of the year is. I think that's something I want to know. I want to know, like, is there like a big film that is gonna like turn up everything? Like some of my favorite IPs, like such as Dune, is coming out, and I'm like looking forward to seeing it, but I'm not like excited for it. The Bob Marley film is coming out, but I'm really only watching that because I just like going to the theater and I'm going to see it. I'm not very confident in the creator, the lead actor. I definitely feel like Bob Marley is a complex man. It's a complex character and it's not easily replicated. And I definitely feel like he's beloved and revered. And it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard to see, but some of the clips I've seen look phenomenal. I recently saw an interview with the actor. That was pretty dope. But anyway, let me shut up. Y'all want to see some trailers? Avatar: The Last Airbender TV series, Netflix.
The Fire Nation is embarked on a dark path.
and the world might never recover. The world needs the Avatar. It needs you, Aang.
The Fire Nation has destroyed everything in their path. If the world is going to have any chance, it's going to need Aang.
Yo, what's up, AB? What's going on with you, Playboy?
What's up? I'm late, everybody. Had to take care of my second dad. He had an accident about 2 weeks ago.
Man, I hope he's doing. Is he doing any good? He's doing better.
He's getting better. We got to take him back and forth, but we had to make sure he had food for today.
Got you. Family first, always. Yep. Everything DMV Radio. Why you like the theater? Ooh, thank you for asking the question. I can tell you exactly why I love the theater. Number one, it's an inexpensive way to get my ass out of the house. If you watch the YouTube channel or anything like that, you know that we kind of create a lot of content on a weekly basis, and I am pretty much hands-on with everything. So like whether I'm behind the scenes or in front of the scenes, I spend a large amount of time doing pre-production, post-production, live production. So I look for any way to get out of the house, and the movie theater is a great way for me to get up and go somewhere. That's number one. Number two, I'm a big kid. I'm 44 years old. Movies were not something that I was able to do when I was young. And there were a lot of times I wanted to see stuff in the theaters and I couldn't. So as a grown person, I still revere the theater as like one of my most cherished experiences. Number three, I get to spend time with one of my best friends. It's something that him and I do on a regular basis. And it's like, yo, we not sitting around gossiping about somebody else or talking shit about somebody else. We just in the theater, like enjoying the movie, and then when we come out, we'll spend 45 minutes in the parking lot arguing about the movie, like what we liked, what we didn't like. We have differences of opinions as far as like how we perceive the film. And then lastly, I just love that experience. It's a thing for me. So thank you for the question, and that's how I feel about it. So I like my everything DMV. Do you not like the theater? Is that just not something you're into? Or, tell me your perception, your perspective. Thank you. So, AB, and while you're doing that, AB, shout out to AB for killing it.
I wasn't killing it, but I do what I do.
It was a great look. I watched it back again. Fame hit me and was like, man, I watched this back. This shit was so funny. It was so good. I just love the structure of the show. The fact that we were just really prepared. And for those who don't know, on last Friday, 2 days ago, we did a live stream of Cyberpunk, our second session, a Cyberpunk RPG role-playing game, where the whole Black Nerd Podcast team got together and, we picked our characters and, what I'm saying, AB, it was our game master. And we just, had some fun. And you can watch the whole thing right now. Just go to our Patreon, patreon.com/VVC Life if you want to see the whole thing. And then we've also got a ton. When I say a ton, we have a lot of content behind the paywall that is not public. We got Backlot. We got the Cyberpunk sessions. We got Blackwatch Theater. There's just a ton of stuff there. So go, sign up on the Patreon, get some content. It's only $5 for the basic membership. And then there's more features as you go up. And what I'm saying? We hope you do that. But I definitely want to give you my kudos and I want to say how happy and proud I was, man. I think you did such a great job. So, and we are all excited about the next one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just going to go ahead and just keep rolling with it, because if you like that format, I want to go ahead and keep it going so we can get more eyeballs on it, and we can go ahead and show that we can do the same. We've been doing this. Yeah. They just don't want us to just do it because we got more flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely tons of flavor.
Yeah, I saw that question, and I'm just going to go ahead and add to that. You don't mind if I add to what everything DMV radio just said there? Yo, yeah. I grew up. I'm older now. I'm 47. old head. Basically, I grew up in those days that you had to stand outside and wait for the movie to start. They had like only certain times during the day, and that was the only entertainment that we had outside that you had radio, because everybody's enjoying all these stations that we have right now, and I mean all the Spotify's, all the Pandoras, all the sound bites and streaming services that you guys have now. Back in the day, you used to have to stand outside. Hell, I remember some of those midnight showings that we had to actually stand out and do. I was out there the one of the big ones when in my older age was going to see Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, first night. I mean, the news station and everything came out, just seeing how everybody was packed outside of that one theater off of the Northeast Expressway. It was Regal 24. You probably remember that when you used to live over there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we used to pile up. I mean, that used to be the main thing, that and arcades. But now everybody can just download everything to their console, and the only time you ever see an actual real arcade is if you go to a Main Event or a Dave and Buster's or something like that. What was that? Round One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
just enjoy that. I mean, hell, I still go to theaters for screenings every now and then. I just went to see Beekeeper about 2 weeks ago, and it was great. And especially having the theater experience, especially if you're in a theater with some like-minded people, everybody just goes ahead and just, they throw their little adages in there and whatnot. I threw in my adage like, hey, I just said it at the theater and had everybody rolling in the theater like, yeah, he's John Wick. Don't mess with. You got John Wick who mess with dogs. You mess with black women, you get the Beekeeper.
Wow. I like those, and I agree with you. If it's the right person that's not being ignorant, it's definitely an experience.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's definitely something I love. Shout out to you, man. He said everything DMV said. He said dope. He also said that I like it a lot. My dad would take us all the time, so it was a family memory thing to me. No, definitely. Shout out to you for that, man. Like, and I can tell you some real moments. Like the first time I saw Transformers the movie, that was an experience for me. Like as a kid, I'm in a theater watching Optimus Prime get shot down. Oh my god. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like shaking up moments, and like, man, it's definitely a thing. And here's Mastermind talking about those arguments need to be recorded. That's quality content that needs to be shared with us on the show.
Yeah,
we'll see what we could do. A lot of times when we coming out of theaters late at night and nobody's thinking about setting up a camera, but yeah, definitely. So let's get back to this Last Airbender TV series trailer. And I stopped it not only to introduce AB, but I was trying to make a statement that I love the graphics and the use of color. I think with the Last Airbender, trying to jam so much of a anime into a short film or into a movie, I think wasn't a good idea. But them retelling it with the, what do they call it, like real people, and like making it a TV series again, I guess I think that's gonna be kind of cool.
Remember, Midnight Shyamalan was expected to have it as a trilogy.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't work. That didn't work out.
Nah, people hated it. He made some money, but not enough. All right, let's go back.
Right. There goes the savior of the world.
I chased down every hint of the Avatar. It's my destiny.
I'm not someone who can stop the Fire Nation. I don't want the responsibility.
You don't have to do this alone. You have me, Tara, and a flying ball of fur. What more do you need?
The world needs you. Remember what it is we're really fighting for. The ones we love.
I'm the Avatar, and I'm gonna save the world. With my friends.
All right. That is everything for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I have exhausted my entire rundown. I have gone through all of my questions. I was trying to hold out as long as I could for you guys.
It's all good, my man.
But not.
We couldn't stop that accident that was on 20.
Nah, can't do nothing about that. But make sure y'all tap in every Sunday, 6 p.m. Black Nerd Podcast. Don't forget to follow my man AB at Redman. What is it? Redman 118 or
No. Don't do that yet. I'm gonna go ahead and get a proper one for the audiobook reviews and also for the Cyberpunk. So that's gonna be coming up soon.
Okay.
Something proper that you guys can actually see and get at me.
Okay, that'll work. And then until then, follow us on blacknerdpodcast.com and at Black Nerd Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. And we will check you next time. Hold on, let me find this thing. We're going to get up out of here. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about or throw out there before we end it? If you wanted to throw something out there?
Check out that new He-Man, man. That new He-Man on Netflix. Oh, my God. I'm like, despite how Kevin Smith made that series, I gotta admit for a fact, if you saw all those old school posters that they had for Masters of the Universe when we were kids, they brought those characters into the fold.
Okay. Yeah. I love that.
And they got a great new spin on it, especially with that last part at the end of part 5, the episode 5. So go ahead and check out that end credits. It's nice. And also, here's another thing. One last thing. Omni-Man is in there. J.K. Simmons is voicing a character on there. I'm not telling you guys who it is, but you'll catch it when you watch that show.
Nah, for sure. And I'm gonna recommend Griselda for you. I just finished hers yesterday or last night. It's pretty good. I tell everybody, if you haven't checked out Percy Jackson, my squad is killing it in the reviews, but I keep saying every week that I'm pretty entertained by it. I think it's pretty good, so I definitely recommend, if y'all don't have nothing else to do, you can watch that. And I just can't wait till Star Trek comes back. And yeah, man. And then why is that they dropping everything in March and April? And I'm like, which is cool. It's my that's my birthday time period, but can we stretch some of this stuff out? Does everything have to drop all at the same time? I'm not gonna have free time to do for everything. But
Aries seasons, man. Aries season.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all. So anyway, y'all better give me a present for my goddamn birthday. All right, we up out of here. We check y'all next time. Peace.